Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Yas Heat lap guide. My name is Foch and today we are driving the Ferrari 296 around the iconic Spa. Absolutely wonderful racetrack, very popular in the ACC community for obvious reasons. Really fun to drive, really fun to race, and yeah, just overall an awesome racetrack. We still unfortunately have the older version. We don't have the updated gravel traps everywhere, so lines like this is a must to find any pace here. That is one of the main aspects of being fast on Spa, is just maximizing the track width, making sure that you're using all the racetrack that's available to you. So going wide everywhere is basically how you go fast here. The 296, really similar to the 488 in most ways. Good top end, not so good on acceleration, and relatively good in the middle sector for how low of a downforce you are running. That being said, the BOP here is all over the place in 1.9. The SRO hasn't been here as of 1.9.4, so it is likely that the BOP is going to change. That being said though, car is relatively fun here. Eau Rouge, obviously a very dangerous corner, and it is in the 296, but for different reasons. The car isn't likely to randomly bounce like the 488, but it doesn't have as stable of a aero platform on the top of the crest, so you gotta make your turning for Eau Rouge early. That being said, let's talk about our braking references. So for turn 1, we stay in TC4. We're looking for the 100-meter board on the left. We're braking just when it gets out of view, in my POV at least. Trying to get on power early. And then the run down the hill. That exit is super important, as you're gonna be flat out for a long time. Lining up on the left, going all the way over the curb. Can go way more to the inside there, as going wide on the entry is generally the worst and most dangerous way to take that corner in this car. It really doesn't like when you're turning over the crest. Here we're braking a car length before the curb, downshifting to second, running all the inside curb, running over this curb as well. Upshifting to third, a little lift for this corner. And here we are looking for the curb on the left, braking just before it as well. Short shifting to second for the exit. Lining up all the way on the right now. Little tap on the brakes. And running all the way on the exit there, on the AstroTurf. Here we're looking at the red bar on the fence, which is our best braking reference. Trying not to go this wide is generally recommended, as that was also in validation. Braking just before that overhead bridge, whatever it's called, advertisement board. For this one, we just lift. Can also run super wide here. Braking a bit less than a car length before the curb on the right there. And this should be a flat out corner. Trying not to go on the inside curb too much, as it can over-rotate the car and lose some time. But also can't miss the apex by too much, because then you can invalidate on the exit. Blanchiment, easy flat in GT3. Trying not to touch that inside curb too much. And here we're braking after the white line, maybe a car length and a half. Can run the inside curb quite a lot, and then the exit we again go all the way to the outside of the track. So that is a rough lap guide of a Spa. Obviously pretty messy lap, but it's hard to. So here's our setup, pretty similar to Paul Ricard, as the tracks are kind of similar in their characteristics. Not really much to say, not running too much negative front toe, just to not have like too over-responsive turn-in characteristics. We're shuffling between 7 and 4 TC, brake pad 2 for comfort once again. So this is kind of similar to Paul Ricard. The setup is a bit on the understeering end now, but one click less on the springs can change that. I ended up running this, but Yeah, it's still a bit of a work in progress. Damper wise, pretty stiff front dampers, softest rear bump with quite a lot of rebound to eliminate oversteer on power, as SPI is quite slippy because of the low downforce, and aero wise we're running the same as we were on Paul Ricard. So that is the setup. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave you with a hot lap and I'll see you on the next one.